Hello everyone and welcome
Hi.
to the Tuesday video. So, as requested by all of you and Brenda, Ryan's sister,
as we call
aka
her.
Catherine, we are going to do a BOLO video, and this BOLO video is going to be brands you should be looking out for. And then next Tuesday, we are going to be doing like specific items of brands, like specific brands that sell really well and like do really well even when other things of that brand don't.
Typically don't.
Yes. So yeah, today is going to be the brands one. And I guess we're just going to take turns reading them off. We have 10 written down.
We have a list.
And so then we're going to talk about them a little. Maybe we'll put pictures in of like items we've had that have done really good from them, or just items from them in general.
And then we'll post pictures of the tags too.
So, number one on our brands list, which is one that we've definitely mentioned a few times in some hauls and stuff and sold Saturdays, is
Yes,
Halston
ma'am.
Heritage. I have had very good luck with Halston Heritage. There are
so
other
expensive.
lines of Halston that aren't good, like H by Halston and...
Which one's at TJ's? H by Halston?
So yeah, I don't know if they have another line. I know they have Halston, which I think is just suits and blazers.
Halston is the men's one.
But Halston Heritage is like purses and like dresses.
It's formal
and I
wear.
think there's
It's
like some tops and
yeah.
stuff, but it's mainly...
No, they have Halston. H Halston, like... Or Halston Heritage, whatever, like
H by
tops.
Halston's a cheap one, so not that one. Don't get
No,
that one.
H Halston's
But
a
Halston
negatory.
Heritage dresses, like, their price retail between, like, $300 and
Like what, like
$600.
$500 or $600.
Unless maybe you got a gown,
they-
then I'm sure they're more.
Oof.
But they shockingly
They
sell
resell
well.
for a lot. I
Like-
think people wear them to like weddings or like wear them to like company dinners. I don't know. I've never gone to any.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone to weddings, but never like a company,
Like events and
a
stuff.
fancy event. I don't go to too many of those.
But I've sold a number of them for over $100. I will have, like, a few of them playing here. Ooh. Ah. Gas.
I feel like on like Wayne's World, you know.
So the second brand that we're going to talk about is...
IRO, and they make ladies' garments. I don't know if they make men's. I haven't found men's yet.
But they're sold at like
Could be just
Nordstrom,
men's.
and they have IRO jeans as a line of theirs as well.
Mhm.
But IRO is extremely expensive.
It's ridiculous. Oh my god.
I am not exactly sure how well it is of like a posh reseller, but it's really expensive, so you'll get some money for it.
Real. Is always an
Yeah, the
option.
Real takes it, and I just know I one time saw like this blazer I was gonna buy to resell from them, and it had retailed at like $700. It was just like this cotton like little
It's
jacket
wicked
thing.
expensive.
Yeah,
I
it's
found
super
a pair
expensive.
Of the jeans in one of the parts of that big old Minnesota haul that we did, and they are doing like pretty decent for me on Posh.
Yeah.
Obviously, like it takes a little bit for more expensive stuff to sell, just because
But-
it's like.
But you
expensive.
shouldn't skip it.
But no,
because it's
don't
really
skip
expensive.
it. Especially like if you get in the bins or like a half off day,
Then don't skip it.
pick it up.
Number 3 is one that I have personally purchased for myself, and it's one that I actually really like, and it is called Dsquared, and this is the logo. Hopefully I've been putting a logo in also for
That's
other
right.
ones. It's like Dsquared with a
It's a two at the
squared
end of it.
thing after it, like squared number.
Like that.
It's a Canadian brand, I know that.
Oh,
And
yes.
it's very expensive. The one piece I have found that's up on my Poshmark right now is this. It's been worn by Justin Bieber. Great. Yeah, awesome.
We don't like Justin Bieber, but
But it's super expensive, and this has actually been doing very good for me. It's been getting a ton of likes,
yeah.
shockingly, even though I have it priced at like $350. But they use like expensive, like leather, pony hair, all that kind of stuff.
It uses the materials.
And it's very expensive. And the Real
Yes.
takes that also, so if you have a
They
piece
do.
that's not selling well, you can send it to them.
Send
too.
it to them.
Do you want to introduce number 4, which
Ne-
actually I know
Oh my god.
more.
Next is the Kooples.
Yes, which is a brand Ryan doesn't know. The
Everybody-
Kooples brand looks like this.
They just make
It's hard to
expensive
explain what
sweaters.
this brand tag looks like. Like it's a very interesting font. It's
It looks like the
a
Roots
cartoony
tag.
type thing. Yeah,
It look like if you know like Roots, the Canadian brand with the little like beaver.
yeah.
That's what that reminds
It's
me
an-
of.
It's an interesting logo. But it's crazy expensive. I honestly never, ever, ever, ever thought I would find one, but I have, and it's this.
A sweater.
It's a cashmere sweater. This retailed at like
too much
600,
for a cashmere
and so
sweater.
I have it listed at like 200. Again, it's actually doing really well. So if you see this, most people probably don't know this brand. Definitely get it. Very expensive. Actually does well in Posh. Get it.
Yes.
Next up is a brand called Elizabeth and James. Some of you might know this one.
I know.
Not, maybe.
Alex Gray Fawn, I believe, on Poshmark has talked about it before. She sells it all the time, or she used to, at least.
This is what the tag looks like. I have had this dress, which I found actually at TJ Maxx. I sent it to the Real. They don't price it too high, so I would say list it on Poshmark.
But it does pretty good on Poshmark.
Yeah, it does.
I see people selling it.
I haven't sold it, but it gets some likes. And then I've also had this pair of suede boots. And again, these retailed at like $400, $450. So it's really expensive. Again, basically all of these are Nordstrom brands.
Nordstrom, Bloomingdale, Bloomies, as it's called. Or what's the other one?
Bergdorf Goldman.
Oh God, Bergdorf Goodman.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Or Neiman Marcus. Saks Fifth. Or Saks Fifth Avenue.
Saks.
That's like where all these are from. So, number 6 is
Veronica Beard.
Veronica Beard. It's such an odd last name.
I was gonna say, it's the ugliest name.
Shockingly, I've
for
seen
a designer label.
Veronica Beard commercials.
Yeah,
which
I didn't
is
know
so strange.
That these kind of like not
traditional,
Gucci, whatever, like designer brands have like TV commercials.
Yeah,
she was on HBO one night.
But she is
It's
very
Veronica.
expensive as well. Oh, you're gonna hear that a lot. Like these are
The moral of the
very
story is
expensive
they're all
brands.
worth a lot of money.
But look out for this brand. I really like her font too. It looks just like the font of something else that I cannot think of right now.
Let me Google it.
But it's not an expensive brand. But this is her font. Very expensive. I have had this dress. I've also had this like floral scuba jacket. This I actually ordered on Posh to resell. Someone had it priced like $40. I have it priced at $225, and it's doing so insanely good because, like, I mean, look at it. It's cute. So next up, number 7 on our list of 10 brands to look out for. We have a brand that neither of us know literally like anything about, but we see people get it all the time, and it's super expensive. It's called Eskander. Here's a label of it. I find people on like Posh Instagram find it a lot, and
this tag looks like it's from TJ's.
Yeah, it doesn't look expensive. Some brand tags, when we find out they're expensive like this one, we think we've seen it before and just skipped it. This is one of those.
Aggravating.
Because like, look at it. Like you would see this and you'd be like, boring. Like, you just pass it.
It looks like a Macy's brand.
But,
like, it's not.
If you see this, it's expensive. We don't really have much information to tell you about it. It's clothes. I don't know if it's shoes. Probably not.
Maybe?
I think it's kind of more like dressy clothes.
It's
similar to the next brand.
Accris Punto.
Accris or Accris Punto. Again.
Isn't Accris Punto the expensive one?
Oh, Accris Punto's the cheap one. Well, cheap.
Meaning under
Cheaper.
$500.
Accris and Accris Punto, another label that doesn't look really expensive. And another thing that I think is mainly kind of dressier or more boring clothes. Kind of like what I think Eskander is. I have had a few. I'm not going to put pictures because I send them all to the Real because they're way too boring for Poshmark. Yeah. But if you see it, definitely get it because it's
prices
crazy
are really
expensive, and the Real like always takes it. And I don't know, it probably would do good on eBay. It seems like a brand. That
it seems like an eBay thing, kind of like an old money brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Escada, which is another one I've seen commercials for. It seems like they're kind of trying to like
the new with like the whole like Rita Ora. She's like yanking the chain.
It seems like Escada is kind of trying to have a comeback. I don't know if I see that going too well for them. But
I mean, the commercial was cool.
Yeah, I like the commercial and the song in it, but Escada is like
it's a very like
it's
early 2000s like the Simple Life Paris Hilton Nicole Richie vibe.
And there's also Escada Sport, which is also expensive. But Escada, it's dressy clothes, but it's also like more cuter stuff that has like florals to it. It's all across the
She's
board.
all over the
It's
place.
even shoes. My mom found flip-flops from Escada.
She did. That she did.
So
Debbie did.
look for this label
And just think back to the simpler time.
and
of
get it.
when Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie would go to McDonald's.
Sure. And last but not no.
Where are you?
Last but not least is
Don't touch my beard.
Veronica Beard.
Hi, it's me, Veronica Beard. How can I help?
Ew. What
I
is
don't
the
know how-
last one? I gave you
I
this
don't
one
know
even
how
though
to-
you can't pronounce
I don't know how to pronounce this brand still. It's
Leibskind or Leibskind. We had this in
I
our
can't do it.
we had this in our haul from just last week.
Yeah.
This brand is at Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack
She's at Anthropology too.
a lot.
Selectively.
But
some
actually
of the
quite a
bags
bit.
are, but like
Don't count on it, but it
No.
actually is pretty often. It even has been at Free People a few times, not very many. That's only like
it's like they'll have one style of bag in like every single color.
yeah. But they're kind of like hobo, where it's
But,
like
like-
they look like worn.
They look a
Almost.
little beat. Mhm.
They're like really nice leather, but they look
It's
like
really
they've been
soft.
used for a while.
Yeah, and they don't really have any shape.
No.
They're just kind of like they imagine it's like a blobfish with like a purse handle on.
Blobfish with straps.
I would buy that. A blobfish with straps.
But yeah, we will show you, now that we've taken the pictures of them, these are the two Liebskinds that
three.
we... Oh, three.
The bag and the wallet. Mhm.
Okay, so here's mine. This was a Liebskind for Free People.
Mhm.
Mine had some nylon on it, but usually it's all
It's
leather.
a lot of them are all leather.
Next up, Ryan's, which we're like 99% sure is Anthro. Shout out to the person that told us it was probably Anthro.
Don't remember, but we stand. We really,
Yes,
really,
thank
really
you.
do. Stand.
And she was like an expert. She was like, oh, that has the handles of the Christie and the body of the Samantha. And I was like,
Who are these women?
smart person. Yeah, thanks for the information.
Thanks, sis.
And here's the wallet that Ryan found that he did fix up. So
I did. I actually
everyone
did some...
say, good job, Ryan, you did it. Oof.
Where's my gold star? I actually fixed something that I said I was going to fix, because I usually never do.
But yeah, so those are our 10 BOLO brands. I'm sure for the brands, I'm sure we could come up with more.
There's a lot
so
more.
if you liked this video, be sure to let us know, and we can definitely make another in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we can try to do not like expensive brands, but like trendy brands or brands that just sell
Yes.
really fast, but maybe
Yes,
not
we-
for like hundreds.
Yeah.
So let us know if you want to see that, but also stay tuned Thursday. I'm going to have a Real May update, and then
yeah.
stay tuned Saturday for What's Sold Saturday, and then stay tuned next Tuesday for specific items of specific brands BOLO.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I am also getting a haircut here in the next less than 2 weeks, so
We will be going to Minnesota again
you're welcome.
starting the 8th or 7th. So,
At some point.
hauls
I
to
don't know.
come to. Just subscribe so you don't miss out on all
We have
this
so many
wonderful stuff that we have coming for you
things.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, and an apartment tour's coming too. We have a lot.
We just
There's
need
a
to
lot
claim.
that we gotta do. So,
I just need
subscribe
to- I just
so you
need to run the
can
vacuum.
not miss any of it.
Yeah.
Or miss
Yeah,
any
yeah,
Mike.
yeah,
We'll have to
yeah.
make a Mike Central video as well because everyone's like, where's the dog?
He's right over
He's
here.
sleeping
He's
on the
asleep.
light. It's literally like strangling him. I would show you, but the light would mess it up and you wouldn't be able to see him. Maybe I'll take a picture and that'll be right here.
What the hell are you doing?
Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye!
Deuces.